Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how I cut and sew this oversized jacket with collar, shirt collar. If that's what you're looking for, then continue watching till the end to see how I made it. In the last video, I made a tutorial of how to draft the shirt, the sleeve and the collar. Today we'll be cutting and stitching the shirt. It's very easy and beginner friendly. I'll drop the pattern drafting to the shirt and the sleeve in the description section. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure you watch the video on how I drafted the shirt and the sleeve. I'd like you to know that the pattern drafting for this sleeve is not the same pattern drafting for other sleeves. This is just for this oversized shirt. So don't use the pattern drafting for this sleeve to draft for your other sleeves. Let's start with the sewing tutorial. To make this, I'll be using this fabric. You will need 1.5 yards fabric to make this. You can use chiffon, you can use Duchess for this, you can use crepe to make this, and you'll be needing some interfacing for the neck. In the previous two videos I made the sleeve pattern for this shirt and also the bodice pattern for the shirt. For the sleeve, I want the sleeve to be a short sleeve, so definitely I'm not going to be using a long sleeve. I'm going to shorten this sleeve. Also for the bodice pattern, I'm going to be shortening this, so I'll tell you how many inches I will need when I'm cutting on the fabric. I've gone ahead to trace this out. So this is the sleeve, this is the back on fold. I'm going to cut it on fold, and this is the front pattern. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this. So for the length, I used 20 inches. For the bodies, for the shirt, I used 20 inches. So I measured from the shoulder length here and came down to 20 inches. Also for the sleeve, I came down 10 inches. So from the head of the sleeve, I came down 10 inches. So that's what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out of my fabric. I'm going to be adding sewing allowances to them, and I'll show you what I cut out. For the front, I've gone ahead and cut this. I added 1 inch down and 1/2 inch all around. So from the center front, I cut 3.5 inches here. This will be for the button stand and the button. So as you can see, this is it like this. When I fold this, this is the facing. When I fold it, it's going to be like this. And I have made a notch here. You see, this place is where the notched collar will stop. So I'll go ahead and show you the back. So this is the back. I've cut that on fold, as you can see. I added 1 inch and 1/2 inch all around. So we'll go ahead and sew this. First of all, I'll be starting with the front. So for me to sew the front, I'll go to my machine now. I'm going to overlock this first of all. After overlocking this, I'm going to place this like this to the place where I made for the notched collar. So I'm going to sew 1/2 inch like this, and I'm going to stop here. I'll sew that and it will be something like this. So I'll go ahead and sew that and come and show you. I'm going to go ahead and add interfacing to the one that will have the buttonholes. So after doing that, before I go and close the notched collar. This is it after sewing it. Can you see I interface this? And I have sewn the notched collar. Can you see? So if I place this like this, I should have my shirt looking like this. So I'll just go ahead and pin this button stand together. So now I'll go ahead and I'm going to sew the back to it. So I'll place the back on it like this, and I'll sew this place, and I'll also sew the shoulder. So I'll place this like this. I'm going to go ahead and sew this shoulder also to the same thing I will sew here. I've cut out the sleeve on fold, and I have cut out 2 pieces, as you can see. So I'm going to join this to the shirt. For the shirt, I've gone ahead and closed the shoulder. So I have joined the shoulder. I'll go ahead and place this with the notch I made here. I'm going to place this like this, and I'm going to sew the sleeve. I'll do that on both sides. This is it after joining the sleeve. Can you see? I'll go ahead and close the side seam. I'll close this side seam, and to hem the sleeve, I'll just go ahead and fold it like this and fold again. The same thing to the lower part. I'm going to fold it and fold again to hem it. So I'll do all of this and come back and show you. This is it after sewing it. Can you see? Yeah, that's the sleeve. As you can see, now it's remaining just the collar. We'll go ahead to sew the collar. So we are going to take the measurement of the collar. This is the place that is notched. We have sewn it close, so we are going to take the measurement of the neckline like this. You're going to place it like this, and you're going to take the neckline. So from the front to the back, you're going to take the measurements, whatever it is. What we have here is 8.5, and that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to cut a rectangle that will be 8.5 by 3.5. So here I have the width of the collar to be 8.5, and the length of the collar is 3.5 inches. So from here to here is 3.5, and from here to here is 8.5. So from here to here, you're going to get 2/3 of from here to here, and you're going to mark it here. So if I divide 8.5 by that, I'm going to get 2.8, and I'm going to mark it here. Go ahead and square this up. And from here to here, I'm going to come up 0.25 inches. And I'm going to connect this like this. So with this, you actually have a collar. This is a collar, so you can decide to do anything to it. You can decide to change the neckline, because this is the upper side of the neckline. So you can decide, you can make it to be something like this. You can decide from here, anything you're making will have to be from this place. You can decide you want to go up like this, any design you want to do. But for me, I will just come up, I'll come out by 0.5 inches like that. So like this, from here to here, I'll come out 0.5 inches, and I'm going to connect this to this. So this is the shape I'm using. So you can convert this collar to anything, any shape you want, but this is the shape that I'll be using for today's class. You can decide to stop here and make your collar. You're free to do that. Or you can decide you want the collar to have a hidden collar stand. You can now go ahead and make a collar stand, and I want mine to have a hidden collar so that it will relax properly. So I'll go ahead and make a hidden stand for the collar. So to make the hidden collar, you come up by 138. You just come up here 138 here, and you're going to connect this line to this line in a curved manner like this. This will be the hidden collar. This will be on fold, cut on fold. This will also be cut on fold. We are going to divide from here to here. Whatever you have from here to here, divide it into 4. I'm going to divide mine into 4. So you go ahead and cut out this from here, 1, 2, 3, cut it open, and you're going to overlap this place. You take this one, overlap it to 0.2 cm, or take this one, overlap it to 0.2 cm, take this one, overlap it to 0.2 cm. And this one, you're going to cut it open, and you're going to open it by 0.4 cm. So I'll just do that and cut it out on my fabric. This is it after closing up. So I close this by 0.2 and open this up by 0.4 cm, 0.2 cm. This one is closing, this one is opening it. So I'll go ahead and join this. I have cut 2 pieces, one for the main front and one for the lining. The same thing with this. You can decide to use a plain material for that. So first of all, I'll go to my machine now, and I'm going to join them. I'm going to join the hidden collar first to it before I close up. So I'll just go ahead and add this to this place. After adding this, I will add this one to this place also, and I'm going to go ahead and close them. This is it after sewing it. Can you see? Yeah, if I fold it like this, this is how it's going to look. So we are going to go ahead and join this to the neck. For us to join it, you just go ahead and notch the center back. So I'll just notch the center back like this. I will also notch the center back of the shirt. And I'll go ahead and fix it into it. So just go ahead and just with this like this, you go ahead and going to put this like this, and you're going to sew it. Make sure you match up this place. See, the place is matching up, so you match it up and you're going to sew it and use this one and now close it. So I'll go ahead and do that, and when I'm done you should see already how it's looking. So I'll go and do that and come back to you. So this is it after I was done. Can you guys see? Yeah, the collar is ready. I'll go ahead now and I'm going to give it a good press, and I'll show you guys the final look.